Okay, it is May 20th, 2014, 8:22 a.m. calling Al Edenloff of the Echo Press newspaper.
Yes, this is Al.
Yeah, this is Terry Numbers. How you doing today?
Yes, I'm doing just fine.
Well, that's good. Oh, I'm doing super. Can't complain. A beautiful sunshiny day like today.
Yeah, it's a bit foggy out there.
Oh, that's all right. We can handle that. Better than 30 below.
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, I was reading this article you put in your paper, Glenwood Murder Trial, Child's Injuries Point to Abuse, says prosecutor, by Al Edenloff, May 19th, 2014, 4:36 p.m.
It shouldn't have my byline on there. I just put it together. That was done by, the other byline should be in there by Tom Chevreni or something. He's from the Forum News Service, right?
Right. Well, anyhow, I'm just kind of surprised you'd put something like that in your paper to start without some sort of context, because one of the people who's going to testify is the Ramsey County medical examiner, Michael McGee. And he's the guy who rigged that court trial in 2006 for Michael Hansen, right? I mean,
Yeah, but McGee was involved in that one, if I remember right, yeah.
well, that he committed perjury, so I mean that's that's rigging a court trial. So you'd think you'd put some sort of notice in there that people should beware, that there's a possibility this guy's going to do the same thing in the Amanda Peltier case.
Well, that would be kind of inserting some editorial opinion in a court trial. If it does come up during the court proceedings, of course, then that would be part of the story. That and I imagine maybe the defense will raise that as an issue and say, "Hey, wait a minute, we're questioning the reputation of that witness."
Well, I think it's, instead of just plopping someone's article in there, you should put some context to it, because.
Putting context into it, you're putting opinion into it, and we don't do that with news stories.
Well, actually, it's a fact that it happened, so you put a little footnote on it saying that he has a history of committing perjury.
A history of it? I don't know if that'd be the case.
Well, it's a matter of the public record.
Really do think that.
It's a matter of the public record, and there's a signed order by a judge saying he engaged in false testimony. So I think, by my simple logic, that when you lie under oath, that's perjury. And plus, he's falsified the death certificate of Hancock Police Chief Donald Heikkinen. He made the wild claim that he died on September 5th when he actually died on September 4th, 2011. So, I mean, this guy can't be trusted at all. So again, that's why I should think. I mean, and that's a matter of the public record too.
Yeah, well, I imagine that'll, like I said, be brought up during the trial.
Well, I think if you're just going to be, just repeating things instead of actually, looking into it or being a watchdog and making sure people are aware of all the facts,
Yeah, but you don't do that for a legal trial. That's just not how it's done. You got to report what is stated during a trial. You can't insert newspaper's opinion, background, other case situations. Who knows? There could be other individuals involved in the case too that have different background information that we wouldn't even know about. And to not report all of that too then would be picking and choosing which people we're going to do background information on, and that just isn't the way you do things for covering a murder trial that's taking place. You stick to what's said in court that is part of the court record, and that's how you report those types of stories.
Well, why would they even put that he's a medical examiner then? Because that has nothing to do with the actual court testimony. See, again, it's your reputation follows you around. He has a history of doing it. It's a matter of the public record. So again, that's all part of the context.
Yep, and I imagine if that get brought up right at trial, and then it'll become part of the public record of that trial, and that's how it'll unfold.
Well, I guess seeing so you have it in your paper, I think it's something that you need to look into. Then ask.
Well, I can tell you flat out that no, that is not something we'd look into. You don't do that with covering murder trials. You don't get into individual background of all the people involved for the reasons I just stated.
Well, obviously, your paper's article is all about the background of Amanda Peltier.
Yes, so. She's the one on trial, right? Not the medical examiner.
Well, obviously he's on trial because there's a public record of him engaging in perjury, rigging a court trial in 2006 in Douglas County.
Right, our story is about a murder trial that's taking place in Glenwood.
Right. Well, that's the advantage. I mean, I think that's what the communists did. You know, they had, I don't remember what they called that anymore, but you know, they just funneled the discussion to a single point, so there's no way you could ever put everything into context. And I do believe you were accusing Bill Shalo of using communist tactics to censor your newspaper, right?
Tactics? No, nothing. We didn't say anything about communism.
Well, I don't think the word was the tactics used behind the Iron Curtain is what the actual quote was.
Never used that term either.
Well, actually, I have the article, so.
I never used the term behind the Iron Curtain. No.
Well, I do believe it was your attorney, and he represented you, so.
No.
So again, that's the thing. I mean, if you don't want to have the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, I understand why you'd print that article in the paper without the proper
That's what we
context.
print. The truth is what's spoken at trial.
Well, obviously, so then Michael McGee's perjured testimony was the truth, because I'm sure you reported on that one then.
If it comes out in trial, we report it.
Right. Well, obviously, you can't trust any arrest prosecution in Pope County or Douglas County, so. And I guess you can't trust the news media in either county either, so. Well, anyhow, Al, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, bye.